Hi, everyone. Welcome back. You're still with us here on the CE Morning Show, and it is 7:15 in the a.m. It's time for our first morning discussion, and this morning we'll be discussing a topic that is crucial for all of us that live here in Indonesia. Currently, we're zeroing in on a seismic phenomenon that has the power to reshape landscapes and lives. It is known as Megathrust earthquakes, and this occurs when tectonic plates collide in a way that triggers a massive ground-shaking tremors.
Now, Indonesia, which is situated along the Pacific Ring of Fire, is particularly vulnerable to these extraordinary quakes. But what exactly makes Megathrust earthquakes so devastating? How does the scientists and experts track down the potential giant? And what can we communities do to anticipate and also be prepared for this? Now, joining us live via Zoom is Indo-Pacific Ocean Tsunami Mitigation Coordinator from the National Agency for Meteorology, Climatology and Geophysics, or BMKG, Ibu Suci Dewi Anugrah, who will elaborate more about Megathrust earthquakes. So without further ado, good morning, Ibu Suci Dewi Anugrah. Thank you so much, Ibu Suci, for being here with us early in the morning.
And of course, Mbak Caroline, and also Mas Paul, good morning.
Good morning, Ibu Suci. I think this has been the talk of the town right now. It has been the start of the discussion. In regards to that, please do elaborate more and tell us more about the Megathrust earthquake. It seems that it differs than other earthquakes. This is the mother earthquake that we're talking about. Please do share with us the information, Ibu Suci.
Thank you, Mbak Caroline. First of all, that we have to know is the Megathrust is not a type of the earthquake. It is a zone of the earthquake sources, and it is located in the junction of the plate tectonics. So as we already know that Indonesia located in the junction of three big plate tectonic, that those are the Eurasia, and then the Indo-Australia, and then the Pacific plate. So because of this situation, then we have the Megathrust zone as a source of the earthquake, and this source of the earthquake could produce a very big earthquake, like more than the magnitude could more than 7. For example, in Banda Aceh in 2004, we had experienced the earthquake with a magnitude more than 9.
Yes.
But however, most of the earthquake happen here is it could be less than 7. So most of the earthquake happen here is like 5 or maybe less than 5 in terms of the magnitude.
Okay, Bu Suci, I'm curious, you did mention the earthquake that took place in Aceh. Was that considered a Megathrust earthquake? Have we had Megathrust earthquakes in Indonesia, and what can we learn from the experiences that we've had in the past?
Yes, exactly. We have many experiences of earthquake happen in the Megathrust zones. So again, the Megathrust is the source, the location of the source of the earthquake. Okay. It's not the type of the earthquake. So in 2004, we experienced the Indian Ocean tsunami, that caused by the Banda Aceh earthquake, and it was 9.1 magnitude, and then before that, in 1994, in Banyuwangi, we also have the earthquake that also generated a tsunami with a magnitude 7.8. And then in Pangandaran in 2006, the magnitude is about 7.7. And then in Mentawai, the earthquake is about, in 2010, the earthquake is about 7.2, and all these earthquakes generate a tsunami. And what we learned from this earthquake is that the Megathrust is a fact, that we cannot avoid this phenomena, that we are facing the Megathrust zones, because we have many experiences of earthquake with the sources in the Megathrust zones. So we have to prepare because it will be happen periodically. And due to the number of casualties, frankly speaking, I could say that we are not learned a lot from the event in the past, because the number of the casualties from the earthquake, from event to event of the earthquake, is not decreasing.
Yeah, and it seems that we know that seismic activity does happen every day. It's just matters of the magnitudes.
Usually it's quite small and
exactly,
we don't even
we can really
Right.
feel it. But now I think in the past 5 years alone, we've seen a lot of activities where we as common people can really feel it and of all this activity. In regards to that, you were also mentioning just now, Ibu Suci, that actually it seems that the community itself maybe is not come prepared. But what about the BMKG itself? I mean, from your institution, what are your methods, and are you facing a lot of challenges also to kind of see, trying to predict this massive events before, and then also sharing it with us in the community so we can come prepared?
Yes. So there is no proven technology or methodology that is able to predict the earthquake accurately, meaning when, where, and how big the earthquake can happen. But we strengthen the observation of the earthquake, so we can observe the seismic activity along the megathrust zones, and then we can observe the seismic gap zone, which is the area that there is no big earthquake for a long time. So in this picture, you can see there is some area that had been identified as the seismic gap zone, like here in the Mentawai and also in the western part of Sunda Strait. It is identified as the seismic gap zone because for a long time there is no big earthquake happen here in Megathrust segment. The last earthquake was happened in 1779. It was more than 200 years ago.
Yes.
And then also in the Megathrust in the west part of Sunda Strait, the last earthquake was happened in 1757. So we are expecting when will the earthquake will happen in this seismic gap zone, and it could be a big earthquake as well.
Bu Suci, I'm curious because we do know that the shift of the tectonic plates create pressure, and that pressure does have to be released from time to time. And in the Sunda Strait, in the case of the Sunda Strait and the Mentawai Siberut, these are the areas that have been designated as the megathrust zones. So is it safe to say that if we do experience earthquakes time to time, it does help to relieve some of this pressure that is building up from the tectonic plates? Or does it have no impact at all in regards to any potential megathrust earthquakes that can happen?
Yeah, releasing a small earthquake, of course, can release the safe the energy that is saving by this area, but the magnitude, we cannot compare the magnitude, the small magnitude with the very big magnitude, because it is not what should I say? It is a logarithmic scale, so it is power to 10. So when it is only like 5 magnitudes, we still have many energy saving in this area.
I see. It's amplified despite it being a small magnitude earthquake. I see what you mean. Okay.
And then definitely now we know of this information, especially with the areas that is prone to the megatrust earthquakes, namely the Sunda Strait and also Mentawai Siberut. What regions that will be affected by this megatrust earthquake? Then, we've seen a lot of in social medias right now, and also media outlets has been sharing this information. How valid are those information that we're seeing currently, Bu Suci?
Yes, we has mentioned that the Megathrust and Mentawai zone is expected to be the seismic gap zone. So the area that could be impacted by this zone is, of course, the closer area, that is the West Sumatra, and then also close to the West Sumatra, Bengkulu, and also the in Sunda Strait, it could be Lampung, Banten, and could be West Java and in center of Java. So the most destructive area could be the closer area to the megatrust zone.
Okay. So before we wrap things up, are there, as you mentioned, some of this is inevitable. If it's going to happen, it will happen. Is there anything that we, general public, can do, any steps we can take to prepare for and perhaps even mitigate a harmful or a more harmful impact of a potential megathrust earthquake, Bu?
Yes. So of course, the community should prepare with this fact that you are facing the megathrust zone. We have to raise the awareness and also to build the capacity of preparedness, meaning that we have to learn more about how to have a capability of having a safety step of facing the earthquake during before the earthquake, during the earthquake, and after the earthquake. So before the earthquake, we have to have a plan, like how we have to evacuate from the building, and we have to prepare our bag of disaster preparedness bag.
Yes.
That is the small example. And then during the earthquake, we have to know how to respond the earthquake. We have to understand the procedure of drop, cover, and hold, because when you are in the high building and the earthquake happened, you could not evacuate directly. We have to stay until the earthquake stops shaking, and then we could go to evacuate. So we have to know the procedure of drop, cover, and hold. And then after the earthquake, please stay to monitor the information coming from BMKG, so we know what is the updated information about this earthquake.
All right.
right.
And also helpful, if you do live in Indonesia, just download the BMKG app. There's an application there.
Yes,
And you
yeah.
can keep your notifications on
Yeah,
because
yeah.
BMKG is very quick to update in regards to any of these
Yeah,
situations.
thank you
around
for
the world.
reminding.
Yes.
And I would like also to highlight that BMKG also have conducted many of sekolah lapang gempa bumi and tsunami. Yes, it is actually the preparedness capacity program to educate the BPBD, the local disaster management organization, as well as the community in the prone area. And then we also advocate, giving an advocacy to the people living in the tsunami prone area. Last week, I watched Abah Lala here talking about the tsunami ready community.
That's right.
This community also had been advocated by BMKG, and now we are there are 10 communities that have been recognized as the tsunami tsunami ready community, and it has been recognized by UNESCO IOC. And now we are preparing more than 10 communities to be recognized as also by the UNESCO as the tsunami ready community.
Definitely Indonesia is the fourth largest populous country in the world, and we are living in situation in the ring of fire. Hence, that's why I think we have to, as a community, we have to be ready.
Especially in more rural areas and
Yes.
villages as well, where information is not easily
Who
accessed.
can go against nature? And
Yeah.
again, as Ibu Suci said, it's a matter of time.
Yeah.
Thank you. With that said,
Thank you,
Ibu Suci Dewi Anugrah, as the Indo-Pacific Ocean Tsunami Mitigation Coordinator from the National Agency for Meteorology, Climatology and Geophysics, or BMKG. Thank you very much for your time
great
and
day.
also for your information. Thank you very much, Ibu. So, Paul, with that saying, I think that we should not see this in a lighter note. Definitely, we cannot go against nature, as I previously just said. We have to be prepared for everything.
I'm glad she brought up the talk show we highlighted last week in regards to one particular village was very prepared for this and has been acknowledged by BMKG as well. It came out of fear. He himself, out of fear for him and how to protect his family,
Yes.
and he armed himself with knowledge, a ready bag, and all of that, and now spreading that into all other villages around the area where it's more prone to disasters.
Our bags is ready, by the way, at
always.
home. Don't forget your flashlight, too. So this is not a lightly matter. Hopefully this information in this morning or today would definitely give you an eye-opener and also getting yourself and your family prepared. Now we're set for another commercial break right here, folks. When we return, we'll bring you the world headlines. Stay tuned.